Hi all, in this video we show you where to find all the unique schematics hidden in Hagga Basin South in Dune Awakening. In addition to all the locations that you can farm for schematics, we also share which of the many chests drop the special resource that's required to craft unique items, so you know where to restock. By the way, loot chests in PvE areas can be individually looted by every player and respawn in around 45 minutes, so keep that in mind when planning your farm route. Now, if you're new to the game, unique schematics are basically crafting blueprints or recipes if you like. Once consumed, they teach you how to craft a single item that's comparable to epics in other games. You'll find all schematics listed under the Uniques tab in the research menu, but until you discover and consume them, they will remain unknown. Once you picked up a schematic, you can learn it when you're in a safe area like your base, a trade post or social hub. And schematics are tradable, either directly with other players or via the Chome Exchange, the game's auction house. In addition to other resources, each unique schematic requires something called spice-infused dust for crafting. What's important to understand is that this dust is zone-specific. For instance, in Hagga Basin South, you will only find copper dust. And when you move up to the next zone, Vermilios Gap, you will only find iron dust and so on. Now, follow along as we explore each schematic location in Hagga Basin South and confirm which chests drop spice-infused dust. We start our journey in the very west at the Dewgap Gateway outpost. Here you'll find the schematics for every piece of the Hollower Steel suit. The special chests can be located on the roof of the building below a tent as seen here. Unfortunately, you only get a schematic for one of the 4 pieces, and which one is random, so you'll need to return multiple times for a complete suit. This chest does however not provide any spice-infused dust. Next up, the old Griffin Hideaway cave, located very close to the Tradepost. The entrance is somewhat hidden, but you can easily drop down from above or approach it from the east. It's close to the Tradepost as seen here. Turn west and find some stairs leading through a small passage. Jump down and head inside. While there are a few regular chests worth picking up in this cave, the main reason to come here is for the schematic for the Way of the Fallen Mola pistol. This is the only schematic that can drop from this chest, though if you are nearby, it's still worth stopping by to loot the chest to get more of the spice-infused dust required to craft all uniques. Note that there are a few traps in this cave, including some close to the chest. We mentioned the Tradepost, so we might as well mention that you can buy the schematic for the Hardra Litterjon Mark I from the trader. This schematic also drops from a chest we'll show you later, though it could be worth picking it up here, or even buy a few extras as they are good for water collection in the early game. Further east you'll find testing station number 2, frequently also referred to as an ecolab. To get to the chest here, you'll need to do a full run of the place because it's locked in one of the last rooms behind a pentashield. This chest drops the schematic for the Emperor's Wings Mark I, which is a suspension belt. While that is the only schematic that can drop, you will also get spice-infused dust. Next up is the first of 2 exploration-based chests in this zone. The first one is atop a smaller cliff just northwest of the shipwreck, seen here from further west. Once you have climbed up to the top, you'll find the chest close to a Thopter wreck. This chest does not offer spice-infused dust. What it has though is schematics for Aaron's complete light armor set. To get all 5 pieces, you will need to return multiple times and get lucky with the drops. Now to the only shipwreck in this zone, the wreck of the Alcyon. Note that shipwrecks are usually PvP areas, however this ship is an exception and remains a PvE area. As with testing stations, you will need to get to the end where you will find a special chest just before the exit. This chest only drops copper dust and a schematic for a unique short blade called Kalef's Drinker. What's special is that it draws blood upon use, so if you have a blood sac on you, it will fill that up without the use of a blood extractor, though you can of course still use a blood extractor on the body in addition to the knife. Moving southeast of the shipwreck to the second of the two exploration-based chests. The chest sits atop this larger cliff rock. You can just about also see what is the wreck of a thopter. Once you're on top, you will see a landing pad and potentially the thopter wreck. There's also a trap just in front of the chest. Schematics wise, this chest only has one, and that's for the Hagga Basin Mark I, which you can also buy at the Tradepost. Since the chest doesn't have any spice-infused dust, it's the least interesting of all the chests in this zone. Far south from the testing station, you can find the outpost called Broken Stone Station. This view is from the northern side of the outpost location. This outpost is close to where many start their adventures in Dune. It's a fairly large base as seen here in this view from the south side. The chest can be approached from the stairs here. This chest holds a schematic we like to craft early, and that's the Aaron's Vengeance rifle. Head up and into the first room on the right hand side. There's a trap in front of the chest. This is the only schematic that drops here, though the chest does also offer spice-infused dust. Aaron's Vengeance is a burst rifle and a good upgrade early on if you enjoy ranged weapons. There's a second smaller outpost called Keyhole Rock just a minute or two to the north. This is the view from the cliffs slightly southwest of the outpost. If you approach it from the south or west, you will see some stairs leading up and around to a north-facing entrance. As soon as you enter, you will see a chest on the right-hand side. And while this chest does not offer any spice-infused dust, what it does offer is a random drop of 3 unique schematics. There's the old Sparky Mark I power pack, Mohandi's sandbike engine, and also Sim's cutter. Now the latter, the cutter ray, you can actually get it as a reward when completing the contract scrap metal in this zone. However, that's the item itself, not the schematic. And that's it. We hope this guide will help you to efficiently find schematics and dust in Hagga Basin South. As always, if you like to see more content from us and want to support our channel, please consider giving us a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe or become a member of our channel.